Hi everybody, my name is Sarah, also known as Weight Watcher Cape Cod Woman, and it is the frizz season. Just wanted to let you know. Anyway, I got ready, I ate my breakfast, I packed my lunch, I've done a lot of things already and walked my 4 miles today, so I'm ready to go, and I've got a few extra minutes. Floss my teeth or do a video? So, here I am. Now, I just read the most discouraging blog on one of the Weight Watcher blogs, entry, post, and then all the people that followed it, and it was almost disturbing. It's like, it'd be one thing if this person had just got to Weight Watchers, but it sounds like she's been there. Been here for a while, and it was sad too. I'd like to just, private message her or something, but she's lost all motivation, and she does all these things, like goes on to Pinterest. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. I'm not on it yet, and she keeps all these pictures of these fabulous outfits that won't work until she loses weight, and this particular video posting that she did was that she blew it all weekend, and why bother, and who needs this, and I sent her one of my videos, but I felt really bad. And what motivates you guys? It's just like when you get like how she was just ready to hang up her ice skates and call it a day, and I feel so bad when people get to that place, and it's like, how do we throw some lighter fluid on her and light the match to re-spark the interest? You don't have to gain all the weight back. It's just so sad, and I don't know. I mean, as we all know, those of us that have been here for a long time, when you gain the weight, you hate yourself. You hate yourself, so you eat. So you gain the weight, so you loathe yourself. And we all know that cycle, and it sounded like she was kind of in it. And, it's August, and there's just so many more months. I don't know where she's from, of course, but for me in the Northeast, we've got a few more months of pretty much okay to do most anything outside type of weather. I just felt bad for her. Tomorrow I leave early to go to yet another training for my CEUs, and the topic is how to break through to a difficult client. And I just love that, because how many of us have been resistant about joining Weight Watchers and taking that plunge and making that commitment. And I'm sure that I'll get a lot of nuggets while I'm there, and not the McDonald's kind. And so I'm looking forward to that. And so it will be a non-exercise day, but I've already tracked my food. I'll get up tomorrow and throw my couple of salads together, and my nuts, and my twigs and bark, as my girlfriend used to say about my my choices of food. Twigs and bark, Sarah? So how are you guys doing today? I walked today, and I was listening to the I'm not sure if it's Sugar, Salt, Fat, or the Michael Moss book on tape, and he was talking kind of the history of the food manufacturers, and then convenience stores, and what are they called? Up and down the street, I guess, convenience stores are called. The corner stores that seem to have everything that you would ever want. Is that a study for a thesis or what? What you pack into like a 7-Eleven that can meet every single person's need. We have one here in town, of course. And when you go into one, I am absolutely amazed. You've got the pizza and the hot dogs on the thingies, hot. You've got salads made. You've got fresh fruit. So there are there are some nice options there. But all the things that you have. And our particular 7-Eleven even has little tents set up that would hold one for those that are homeless, which they're always around there when I walk in the morning, because it's the only thing that's open anyway, and they sell cigarettes. So It's just an amusing thing. So hearing about these food manufacturers and what they put into what we eat and where it began, how he talks a lot about Kellogg's and CW Post or Post cereal and the Battle Creek thing. And I don't know if any of you ever saw that funky movie about the, I guess they were called sanitariums. And either the guy from Post or Kellogg's, I think it was Kellogg's, opened one, and how they treated everybody and what they fed them and everything. So I'm continuing along my journey with my very conscientious of wheat and sugar items that and the processed part. And it was amazing to me to find out how many things that we think are natural or untouched are unbelievably processed. And so, anyway, it's a fascinating study, and I did post something on my own Facebook page. Also, I think at the beginning of one of my videos, showing the 10 food manufacturers and what they own. And he goes at great length to talk about Philip Morris and all the companies they own. And Philip Morris owns more food companies than cigarette companies. And so their unbelievable marketing team, of course, applies everything to food, and thus we have a nation that's addicted to these foods. And he talks, this particular hour that I walked, there was a lot of talk about the fruit-flavored drinks. And, I think that the sugar, what do they say, a sweet tooth, certainly begins for a lot of our population as young people. He talked about Capri Sun, he talked about Kool-Aid, he talked about, didn't get into the Gatorades, all of these competing non-carbonated drinks that are loaded with sugar. And all the different names for the sugar that are in our ingredients that we might not know are sugars. So we'll look, but it's like looking at the grams, and of course then we get the serving size. There's this, I think it's a 20-ounce Coke or something, and it says on it how many servings it is, and then it gives the calories, which is like 100 or 120 for an 8-ounce serving, and all the grams of sugar, except that it's 2.5 servings in the 20-ounce bottle. But most people haven't gone to label school, to learn that. And it's just amazing. I was so addicted to all of those things for so long, and I was thinking of my childhood, and back then in the all of the 60s and kicking into the 70s, when I guess the food manufacturers really began to plug into the American tastes and the SAD, the standard American diet. Thank you for those that gave me the definition. And I watched a Joel Furman YouTube yesterday, and that's when he also said the SAD. Of course, I'm familiar with the SADD, the seasonal affective disorder. So anyway, the foods are very, very interesting. And do you go into the stores? And one video that I was listening to, I loved how they said this. I think it was a female. She said, look at it this way. If it's got a label on it, it's probably not good for you. And I loved that, except that I do have almond milk and I do have Coffee Mate Bliss. And, I was like laughing at myself with my move to organic and natural and unadulterated items. And, I've got the non-negotiables, which is the Coffee Mate Bliss, which I guess is a little better bad choice than the regular Coffee Mate. So it's just very interesting to go to label school and to spend some time in these stores and read what's in them. And sometimes when I pull out, like Green Giant has these great frozen veggies, like the sugar snap peas. I like the sugar snap peas. I like the regular peas. I like the corn. But then they've got some that have some special sauce on them. And when you begin to read the labels, and they say on the outside, Weight Watchers endorsed. And it's like, I'm coming to believe that that Weight Watchers is just a chemical endorsement company for us to just get sucked in and think that we're buying these low point products. I'm not buying Weight Watcher low point products. I admit that I have quite a few ice creams that came from Weight Watchers that are the 1, 2, 3, and 4 point ones. And I will finish them off because they're sitting in the freezer. But, it's just, I don't know. It's just amazing. So I'm still shopping the parameters. I'm still reading the labels when I do the aisles. I have to go to Whole Foods today, so I took out, an advanced loan on my home equity, so I can go because it's Monday and it's safe. I don't know what day this is going to be aired, but so anyway, those are just my thoughts for the day. Any of you diving into any books? Any of you diving into any magazines? Any of you online finding any terrific websites? Why don't you fill us in below, because we all want to know if you guys are as hungry, pun intended, for information on good nutrition as I am. You'll appreciate it. And I could just take days off and just learn all this stuff. I just love it. And I hope that you guys do too. So I hope this helps with a little bit of motivation to do better today. Like Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, says, he wakes up and he just wants to do a little better each day. And so I hope that you're entering into today wanting to do a little bit better than yesterday. Until the next time, this is Sarah, Weight Watcher, Cape Cod woman. Bye-bye for now.